What's up, guys? Welcome back to All Wings Everything. I am your cook, Spinelli. I am the self-proclaimed wing king and the prince and ruler of all lemon pepper wings. And you ain't gotta like it, but you will respect the lemon pepper. Respect the lemon pepper. Alright? Click that link above me and I'm gonna show you guys how to make the best lemon pepper wings on the planet. Now, in today's video, what we have, I'm gonna show you how to make bacon wrapped whiskey wings. Yes, you heard that correctly. Now, anything you add bacon to always comes out as a masterpiece. And if you add some alcohol to it, man, you got a double whammy. So I hope you're in your kitchen. I'm already in mine, so let's go. Alright, so here are the ingredients we're going to use for today's recipe. We have our chicken right here, black pepper, butter, bacon, maple syrup, some hot sauce. We're going to use some whiskey. You can use any type of whiskey you want. You can use even a cheap whiskey. Remember, guys, when we're cooking with alcohol, it's okay to use the cheap whiskey, unless you're making something like a Jack Daniels flavored sauce. Then of course you want to use Jack Daniels and not a cheap whiskey. But when you're just using it for like a marinade or a sauce or something like that, it's fine to use a cheap whiskey. Soy sauce, ginger, some apple cider vinegar, some shallots, and we're going to use some toothpicks. All right, guys, so this is what we're going to use. So let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I've already measured out all our ingredients and I cut and cleaned the chicken. So let me tell you guys what I have right here. So I have about 16 pieces of chicken right here, and I'm going to use a half a teaspoon of pepper and a half a teaspoon of Lawry's seasoning salt to season the chicken. Right here I have 16 pieces of bacon. I have 2 tablespoons of minced shallot. I have 2 tablespoons of hot sauce. I have 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, 1 tablespoon of ginger, a fourth of a cup of soy sauce, a teaspoon of pepper, and a teaspoon of salt. And I have 1 cup of whiskey. And right here I have 3/4 cups of maple syrup. So this is what we're going to use to go ahead and get started. So man, let's move on. All right, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to season the chicken. So I'm going to take my seasoned salt. I just want to lightly season it. I don't want to put too much salt or pepper in it. Add my pepper because you're going to get some flavor from, of course, the bacon. It's going to bring it some flavor. So from the bacon juice, and you want to go ahead and give this a good mix. Move those ingredients around on the chicken. So that's why I just put a little bit of salt, a little bit of pepper, because once you wrap that bacon around, you're going to get some of that bacon flavor, and then also when you have your whiskey sauce, so that's going to give it some additional flavor. So this is what we have, and let's go ahead and get started. All right, so first what we're going to do, let's go ahead and prepare our bacon sheet, because once we start wrapping our chicken, we're going to place them directly on this baking sheet. So what I have here, I have some cooking spray, and what you want to do is just spray your grates like that, and make sure you line your baking sheet. It just helps for easy cleanup, and the cooking spray keeps your chicken from sticking to the grates. All right, let's move on. All right, guys, so what we're going to do now is we're going to start wrapping our chicken pieces. So what you want to do is you're going to take chicken and your bacon, and you're just going to wrap it around your chicken. You want to cover the whole chicken. So take 1 piece of bacon and completely, because you want to wrap it around the whole chicken. It's almost like it's going to almost be like a pig in a blanket type thing. We're going to sit that over there, and we're going to do another one. And what you're going to do is, what I did was I just stuck the toothpicks into the loose ends on both sides, like there, and like right here. All right, and we're gonna sit those over there just like that. I know you guys are saying, oh man, that's a lot of work. You know what? It is. It's a lot of work. You know, sometimes I get comments with people saying, oh, that's too much work just for a chicken wing, or just to make chicken wings. That's too much work, or that's too many ingredients. And I say to them, well, sometimes I comment, well, a lot of times I comment back on them. And you know, my thing is number one, you don't have to make it if you don't want to. I'm not saying, I don't put my videos up and say you better make this recipe. You know, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do. Matter of fact, you don't even have to watch the channel if you didn't want to. You know, sometimes to do great things, like being the wing king, it takes a little bit more work. All right, guys, so this is what we have. Bring that closer. Look at that. Man, that looks delicious. All right, so what we're gonna do now is we're going to put them in the oven. I've already preheated the oven for 350 degrees. We're gonna let these bad babies cook for 1 hour, flipping them over after 30 minutes to let them cook on the other side for the remaining 30 minutes. Now, the reason why we got the heat down on 350 instead of 400 is because we have the bacon. So we don't want to cook out, the bacon will cook very fast, and then the chicken meat won't be done. Or the chicken won't be done. So we don't want that. So it allows that bacon fat and juice to just, oh man, just seep into see the picture I'm trying to paint for you? You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. So let me get this thing into the oven and I'll be right back. So here is what we have after 30 minutes. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm going to flip these bad babies over, put them back in the oven for another 30 minutes, and then we're gonna pull them out. But right now, let's go ahead and make this sauce. So when these wings are ready, we can go ahead and get to eating. All right, let's go. All right, guys, so what I'm gonna do now is start preparing our sauce. So what you wanna do is you're gonna melt 2 tablespoons of butter. Let's get this heat up here so we start melting this butter. I don't know what I did with my pot, my little saucepan that I had. I had to use this big pot. I don't know what I did. I've been turning everything over in this kitchen trying to find it. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add our shallots. And we're gonna let these cook for about 3 to 5 minutes. We're gonna try to make it work with this pan here. All right, so let's add our garlic. I'm sorry, that's not garlic. That's our ground ginger. All right, and next we're gonna add our maple syrup. Let's add our whiskey, apple cider vinegar, hot sauce, soy sauce, our pepper, and our salt. And we're gonna bring this thing to a boil. I'm gonna get my whisk so we can kind of whisk it all together. All right, and we're going to let this cook for about 10 minutes on high heat. So this should reduce down and thicken up just a little bit. All right, so you can see it's thickening up. We have about another 3 minutes, and then we'll pull this off, and the wings will be done by that time, and we'll get these things all brushed up and lathered up with this sauce. I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so now this is done. As you can see, this stuff has thickened up. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this off. And guys, look at that. That's what we want. All right, so I'm gonna pull this off so we can minimize some of that noise. And I'm gonna get this thing over in a bowl, and I'll be right back. All right, so this is what we have. And now I'm going to grab those wings because they're ready, and we're going to move on to the next step. All right, so this is what we have right here. This is what our chicken looks like. I'm going to bring it up a little bit close for you guys so you can take a look at it. All right, so what we're going to do now is we're just going to get these things basted up in this sauce like this on both sides. And I'm going to put them back here, sit them over there, and we're going to just sit them over here. All right, so let's go ahead and stick these over here. Put them on here any way you feel like it. Got some extra sauce, just drizzle it on. You got some extra, doesn't hurt. Just drizzle it on there. And we're gonna stick these bad babies back in here for another 5 to 7 minutes. All right, I'll be right back. And this is the final product, guys. Take a look at that. Look at this. This looks, oh man, look at that. So now, I'm not gonna talk too much in this step right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put these bad babies on a plate, and we're going to try them out and see what they taste like. All right, be right back. So yeah, we're gonna get these bad babies on a plate. I've already taken out the toothpick, so I've already done that. Oh man, these things, they look and smell good, guys. Take a look at this. Oh baby. All right, let's move on. And there you have it, guys. Bacon wrap whiskey wings. Go ahead, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think about this recipe. It looks absolutely delicious. And guess what? I'm gonna taste one of these before I let you guys go. So let me find out which one I wanna try. Let me try this one, sitting right here on top, right there. We're gonna take that one there. See if it's still, it's not that. Ooh, yep, it's still hot. We're gonna try it anyway. There you go. Let me taste that. Let you guys see the inside. Look at that. Flavorful. Looks good. Tastes good. Let me swallow this real quick. Now, the ingredients and the measurements are in the video description below, so go ahead, check them out. If you need the items, you can also go to Amazon to get those items. They'll be delivered right to your doorstep. Also, go ahead and check out that All Wings Everything merch at my Teespring store. The link is in the video description. Go ahead, grab you one of those All Wings Everything t-shirts. That way when you're cooking, you're fishing. All right, guys? So, until then, I'm your cook, Spinelli. This is All Wings Everything, and I am out. Peace.